G'day and welcome to this week's episode of the Harley Roadshow. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're regular, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about 3 essential upgrades to your Harley Davidson, especially if you've got one of these, these baggers. I've got a 2010 Electra Glide Ultra Classic, and these upgrades I think are essential. The 3 things I'm going to be covering are safety, comfort, and performance. Let's get into it. So the number one thing I want to talk to you about today is obviously in the safety department is lighting. I think if there's anything you should be concentrating on is making sure you can be seen and you can see what's ahead of you. So this one I've put on here, which is the Harley Daymaker headlight, which is the LED headlight. The thing I like about it is it's got that old school look about it still, but you've got the benefit of the LED lighting on it. I've found them to be fantastic. Any night riding I do, the beam is way better. It's much wider, penetrates really well, into the road up ahead, and and not only that, the cars can see you. It's a hell of a lot brighter than the standard one. So personally, your first upgrade, if you're looking at safety, is upgrade your lighting. Obviously, this doesn't apply to the newest models out there because they come out, I think, already with them. But these older models, which this is a 2010, definitely look at upgrading your lighting. You won't regret it. It's one of the look. They're not cheap. They are fairly expensive, but I think this cost me about $400. I think it was on sale, something like that. That's Aussie dollars. So definitely look at the at upgrading your lighting, and this is what I'll be looking at. Now, as far as installation goes, it's a very easy process. Simply unplug the old one, plug the new one straight back in. It's as easy as that. There's nothing more to it. There's a couple of screws you got to unscrew and put back in. This surround comes off. And away you go, Bob's your uncle. So, and then once you've got it installed, the only thing you got to do is fiddle around with the adjustment of the height of the beam. But I've got a mark on my garage door that I line it up with, and once I know that that's in that center line, it's ready to go. Very easy. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is ride and comfort, okay? So what I've put on my bike is what they call the Legend Aero A suspension. Now, the best thing about that suspension is it doesn't apply just to touring bikes. You've got them in the sporty family, the Softail, the Dyna, all of them. So the thing about air suspension is, with standard suspension, coil suspension, you're pretty much limited as to how much adjustment you can get out of them. With these Legend air suspension kits, it's almost unlimited. They're adjustable on the fly. There's a little switch, which I'll show you in a second, which mounts to your handlebars, and that gives you, if you're going along on a bumpy road and you want to stiffen it up a little bit, just push a button, up it goes. If you want to look, even some of you guys like to have that real, slam down look on the bike. You pull up your local pub or bar and you want it that real low look. You can let the air out of it. It goes right down on its bum and looks really cool sitting at the front. Now, there's 3 sort of standards in the kit. The first kit is a manual system, and what they do there, they provide you with a pump. The only thing with that is if you've got a bagger, you need to take the bags off to be able to connect the line in there, and you pump it up manually. It also doubles as a pump to pump your tires up for as well. The second one is the fully adjustable one, which has got the compressor and a button mounted on your handlebars. That gives you full adjustable. And the last one, which is the Legend Aero A, which is the one I fitted to my bike, is it's got rebound adjustment as well. So essentially what that does is it adjusts the amount of time it takes for the shocker to go back to its original position. Okay, so you've got full adjustment there. So I think it's 1 to 6. You've got different notches on there. So pretty much if you ride around during the week, just by yourself, you take the touring pack and everything off, and you ride around, you have it at one setting, and then if you're on the weekends, you put the touring pack back on. You've got a passenger with you. You might have an extra, up to 300-400 pounds on there. You adjust it to suit that setting, but there's no, you don't have to take the bags off, nothing. You just push the button, pump a bit more air into the system, and away you go. Now, most suspension out there has what they call a rubber bushing, okay, where it attaches to your frame. The good thing about these is they have like it's a metal spherical rod bushing which goes in there. Very durable, won't wear out. Whereas with your rubber bushings, they tend to wear out a lot quicker than what these ones will. So another benefit, very good durability. And again, if you're talking suspension, this is probably the king of the hill. So as you can see, that's your rebound adjustment just there. Okay, so you've got, like I said, there's 6 settings. You've got 1, 2, 3, yep, 6 settings. I think I've got it on 3 at the moment, which is in the middle. Yeah, all the adjustment you'd ever need. Super, super good product. Now, the third essential upgrade I want to talk about is performance. So what I put in my bike is a S&S torque cam. I wanted the ability to overtake, have plenty of bottom end. Like I said, a lot of times I'm touring with my wife on the back plus gear, and you just need that bit of bottom end grunt to get around traffic, get through traffic, get you out of trouble. And an S&S torque cam is, I believe, one of the best things you'll ever put money into on the bike. Along with that, I put on Reinhardt racing pipes. Obviously, I've done all the other stuff, high volume air intake, changed all the other gear inside the motor, push rods, lifters, all that sort of stuff. But on top of all that, you know, the Reinhardt pipes give it a great note. Lots of air going through the system, lots of in, lots of out. And that's exactly what you want to improve your performance on the motorcycle. And I've found, you know, I've had them on the bike now for about 6 months. And it is a fantastic addition to the motorcycle. Heaps of power, heaps of bottom end grunt. There's another video which I'll put a link up to here on, you know, on that whole installation. And in my opinion, one of the best upgrades you'll ever do on your motorcycle, especially if you do a lot of touring, and especially if you're carrying a lot of stuff on your motorcycle. It's a great addition to the motorcycle. There's actually one other upgrade I thought of, which is fantastic, and probably the cheapest one you'll ever get. Lots of guys are always asking about phones and phone holders and how you put your phones on the bike. I've found that this product, which is Quad Lock, is the best way to hold your phone on the bike. Okay, it does not move. It's fantastic. Just looks like this. Okay, it's got a little thing in there. Okay, a little latch. Clicks on here, spin. It cannot come off. The only way it can come off is that little blue thing there. You flick it, push it down, and it allows it to release. That's Quad Lock. Cheap and a great upgrade. You can use your phone. Then you can use your phone for all sorts of stuff. You know, maps. You can use it. You know, if you're filming with a GoPro and you want to see, you know, what your GoPro is doing while you're on the road. Mount that on your handlebars. Great little investment. So I suppose the last thing I've got to talk about is costs, okay, the price of everything. So first of all, like I said, the headlight, I think cost me about $400. That was it. The second thing, the Legend air suspension, the full kit, including installation, was about $2.5K. These are all Aussie dollars, $2.5 grand. The stage 2 upgrade with the cam, the pipes, all that stuff in total was about $3.5K, I think it was altogether. So look, these aren't cheap upgrades, but I look at this. This is my only thing that I ever, you know, this is my passion, my hobby that I do, and I want it to be as enjoyable as possible. So for me, it's never been an issue about cost. It's all about, you know, comfort, usability. And it's something I really like doing. So for me, it's, you know, if I've got to spend some money on it to be happy, so be it. We only live once. Well, thank you for joining again on the Harley Roadshow. Great to have you along. Remember, take the time to make someone smile, stay safe, mask up, all that stuff. Let's get over this rotten COVID thing as soon as possible. See you next time.